Today we're going to be talking about Collen Ballinger, aka Miranda Sings. Now, I did just do a recent video about her, but there has been some recent updates in this, and I'd like to go over them. For those of you that don't know, Miranda Sings is a satire character played by Collen Ballinger. She has a YouTube account with over 10 million subscribers, and there's been recent allegations of her grooming children and using them for work, as well as sexualizing her tweets, her thumbnails, her YouTube videos, her tours. And we're going to take a look at one of her tours specifically, where there was an incident where she brought a girl up onto the stage and spread her legs open and made a fart noise and had the crowd laugh while this poor underage girl had her legs spread on the stage for everyone to see. If you would like more context on this situation of the sexualized text messages she was sending in a group chat to these underage super fans, make sure you check out that video on my YouTube channel after this one. We have a tweet here that says, exploitation of minors. Collen Ballinger bringing a minor on stage during a live show has them spread their legs on stage. Then she plays a fart sound while the minor is already in a vulnerable position to make the young audience laugh. Now, the young lady that was in this video at the time, a minor, is now older and has come out and talked about her experience.
Colleen traumatized.
Hi, okay, my name is Becky. I'm the girl in this video, and this video has over 1 million views, and that is a lot of people to be seeing this story without hearing it from me, so I want to explain this. So I was a fan of Colleen and all the Ballinger family for a very, very long time, and I think in this video I was about 16. If you've never been to a Miranda show, Colleen frequently has segments where she calls people up on stage. One of those segments was the porn bit, which I'm not really going to be explaining in this video, but that's why I was kind of trying to dress skimpy so that I would be called up on stage and basically get degraded by Miranda. But I did not get called up for that. I got called up for the yoga challenge. Now, as soon as I stood up from the audience, I saw Colleen's eyes widen because she realized I was not wearing pants. But for some reason, that didn't stop her from continuing. In fact, no adult at any point stepped in this situation. So we get to the point in the yoga challenge where I am laying down and Colleen is spreading my legs basically as far as she can. She spreads them so far that you can see the spandex I was wearing under my romper, which thank God I was wearing. Now, the original video posted by Xandar, I'm sorry if I pronounced her name wrong, is only a screenshot, but there is a whole video of this. But that screenshot is the most important because that is the moment I will never forget, where I was laying under Colleen and she was smirking down at me while thousands of people were laughing, and I was terrified that my body wasn't covered up enough by the spandex or the romper. I basically felt naked, so it felt incredibly sexually violating. I was younger and my body was still developing and I was still becoming comfortable with myself, so for her to use my body as entertainment on stage really set my confidence back quite a lot. And not to mention, after all this, after the show, I had to walk back to my car where there was many men staring at me in a very predatory way that they were not looking at me before because of how exposed I had been on stage. So I literally did not feel safe leaving the venue. And I'm not saying this was sexual assault, although people are debating that in that comment section, but as someone who has been sexually assaulted, this situation gave me that same feeling where it feels like you need to purge and like clean out your insides, you know, just that nasty, gross feeling. There's a couple comments on Xandar's video being like, oh, she signed up for that, why is this such a big deal, blah blah blah. Colleen exploited my minor body for entertainment and money and did not protect my safety at this show. As an outsider looking into this situation, it may seem like this wasn't a big deal, but this was really pretty scary for my teenage self, and especially as someone who loved and looked up to Colleen. And I could never say anything because everybody loved her. But this is who she really is. She uses kids for her own gain. I was a minor, and again, she did not protect me. So if you're watching this and you're thinking about taking your kids to a Miranda show, I would advise you to think twice because you may come back with years of trauma, and I don't wish that on anyone.
And this seems to be a running pattern for her tours, where she brings children up on stage, creates a situation where it's sexual, but then triggers a laugh from the audience, which makes everything okay, right? Wrong. No, this is not okay. And the fact that the audience is in on it and everybody's laughing, it makes it so much worse. No one ever says anything. No one ever does anything because Miranda, aka Collen Ballinger, has it set up to where it is coded with satire, making it okay. I don't think it's okay to sexualize these type of things with children in it. That's not okay. And it's taken this long for these children to come forward because now they're grown, because they're looking back on it thinking, oh my God, people allowed this to happen to me. Like, they put me in these situations. Now, Colleen has stayed silent during all of this, hoping it's just going to blow over, but that doesn't seem to be the case because some of her sponsors are starting to take notice. Some of Colleen's podcast sponsors have taken notice and taken action. Skincare company One Skin tells us they severed ties with Colleen, saying, "We were made aware of this previously and have decided to cease the relationship completely. This behavior is appalling and we do not condone or support it in any form." Another sponsor, telemedicine company ZocDoc, says they will no longer run ads on her podcast. And Collen Ballinger is not the only person people want to hear from. People also want to hear from Trisha Paytas. In the past, Trisha stood up for the victims in this type of situation.
He loves to turn it like that. He's an actual person. Stop being friends with minors, James. It's disgusting.
I finally have a voice for myself and hopefully others. I can never share your story, but I'll always be in support of the victims. I will always stand behind them, and I won't stay silent anymore.
Now, if you didn't know, you might be asking yourself, well, why does this matter? What's the connection between Trisha and Colleen? Well, they're friends and they have a podcast together. In fact, Colleen is friends with a lot of people that have been in these weird situations. This tweet here reads, "It all makes sense." And in the past, Trisha has had nothing but good things to say about Colleen.
But if you guys don't know, I have a podcast with Collen Ballinger that I love, and it's like what I want to do all the time. Like, I really truly love podcasting. I love that format. I love chatting with someone. I love taking that hour out of half of the day to just like connect and talk through with someone. Like, it's just, you know, I don't have a lot of friends. I never did. So like that kind of situation is just like perfect for me. It makes me feel social. It's really fun because Moses helps film and Corey's here. It's just like a really great vibe, and I love Colleen and getting to know her on such a deeper level, and just like also just a superficial level of just dressing up and having fun. And she's so sweet in every single way, and so kind and understanding, and she's such a true friend, and she's always been such a true friend. And I cherish the podcast.
Now, I don't believe in a guilty by association unless it's obvious, but I'm curious what you think. Do you think Trisha should speak up here? So knowing all that, you can see why people want Trisha to say something about this, because she's done it in the past, but people are saying that she seems to only do this whenever somebody's talking crap about her. So a lot of people are starting to show examples of Colleen talking crap about her. For example, on Twitter, this person said, "Remember when Collen Ballinger compared Trisha Paytas to a whale? Would you believe they're practically besties with a whole podcast?"
It's just a glorious day in Maui. We just saw a whale. We saw a whale tail. And I'm not talking some girl whose thong is hanging out of her pants. I'm talking an actual whale tail. Yeah, we did be able to swear. And I'm not talking about Trisha Paytas. I'm talking about a whale.
But on a recent H3H3 podcast, Ethan had this to say.
So the tea that I heard is that Trisha's going to be making a statement about Colleen soon.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there was another person that came out that used to work for Colleen when he was a minor, and he had this to say in a tweet. Colleen and her friends subscribed to Trisha's OnlyFans, and they were literally having little viewing parties just to body shame and make fun of her. They would invite her to their home and smile in her face while doing this behind her back. I'll be sure to keep you updated on everything that is to come of this. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the whole situation. If you'd like to support more videos like this and get your name at the end of my videos, make sure you check the description for my Patreon link and check out some of the benefits and see if they're for you. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.